Welcome back, class. This video will be your virtual demonstration for lesson 2 and the art task that needs to be completed. So your learning goal for this lesson is to document the stages of the creative process. So you're essentially going to be starting to create your cardboard relief based on the sketch that you submitted from the last lesson. Your second learning goal is to experiment with different materials and processes to create a relief. So you'll be experimenting with basically measuring and cutting the cardboard, possibly peeling off the top layer of the cardboard to show the corrugation, those ridges to show texture, and amongst other just things you can experiment with just to create the most successful design possible. So in regards to documenting the stages of the creative process, I'd like you all to start taking a picture with your iPad, maybe after each day or after each large phase of production that you create. So at the end of the lesson you could submit your photos to show me that you've been documenting the stages. So, the first day you work on it, the second day, maybe the third day you work on it, you should give me a picture of each one of those days just to show me the progression that you've been making each day. Or if you did it all in one day, if you plan on just knocking this all out in one day, just take a picture every so many minutes or hours just so I can see that you are actually documenting these stages. Now, the rest of the lesson 2 is just going to be focused around you actually building your relief. So first, you want to remind yourself that you need to have a base layer. You were given 4 sheets of cardboard for your art supplies. One of those sheets will just be your bottom base layer, which will stay untouched, or you basically just stack everything else on top of that to create your relief. So you'll add each layer one at a time to the baseboard. Add as many layers as you want. 3 layers is the minimum requirement. You are allowed more, but if you use less than 3, I'll know even in a virtual classroom like this, I'll know from the pictures. So please make sure you use at least 3 layers so you can get the highest grade possible. And like I said earlier, make sure you take photos of your work along the way to document the process. You can see the camera down here signifying that. Alright, so as you're building it, you're taking photos of your production. And also as you're building it, we've talked about this a little bit, consider using different textures in the dynamics of space. So the textures, again, they create that contrast between the smooth and the rough, and it also has a variety, and it just adds a lot of interest and engagement in your art. I would highly recommend including texture by peeling off that top layer of the cardboard. You don't necessarily have to, but you can definitely see how powerful these 2 images are. And really what I would do is imagine what these artworks would look like without the texture. How do you think they would have differed? And I think that they definitely benefit from it, to say the very least. And lastly, as you're creating your relief, please rewatch the video from lesson 1 if you need it. You should have watched this during the last lesson that just demonstrates how to make a basic cardboard relief to give you more of an idea of the process and what I expect of your final product in the end. So again, if you feel stuck or you felt like you didn't watch that video, please just go back. It's a very short video. Just watch that real quick so you can be successful in your own relief. I look forward to seeing your document of your process, seeing your project kind of come to life. Please make sure you're working hard on this during this lesson so that during lesson 3 the only thing left to do will be to add some color to it using your oil pastels. Alright, please message me if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing your progression on your assignment, and I will see you all in class soon. Bye everyone.